Okay. Who do we have today? Hi, you have a pretty face.
That's my new video type. Just come with me to sit with dogs. Hey, excuse the audio on this video. I'm trying to mute some of the dog barking. It's just hard to hear. I'll get it better on the next video.
Hi. What is your story? No eye contact? Are you growling at me? What is going on? Why are you skinny? Oh my goodness. I think this little one's really skinny. Let's go in and sit down with this one. What's the card say? Doberman, mixed breed. Really small for a Doberman. Stray. About 2 years old. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of other info. Now that's it. Not on the dog walking program yet, so probably pretty new. Okay, let's go in and sit down with this one. Can I come in? Are you gonna be okay with that? Hi. Yeah, he's got kind of that, if I look away and ignore, maybe this guy will just go away. You've been through it, huh? Oh, gosh. You guys can't see it right now, but he's got issues. I don't want to put the camera too close to him over on this side. And if we can get him to come out of his shell, you'll see, I think, just how emaciated he is. He's so skinny. I had a really good question, actually, from one of you, where you said, well, why don't you just sit down with him? Like, why don't you just start by sitting? I actually never even thought about it, but I did when you asked me that question. And the reason I do it is just for safety. Like, once I sit down, if a dog reacts out of fear and goes into bite or panics, and so this way I can get up very quickly if I needed to, if the dog's so uncomfortable that I just put too much fear on them. Oh, that's good. Okay. So then something like that, a sign like that, gives me the confidence to go ahead and sit versus kneel. But I had to be really careful. The whole idea is to come in here and give them comfort and not create so much stress that it causes a fear reaction that drives them into biting. And just everything is with caution. We just move slowly. I'm still going to sit in front of him so he doesn't feel the pressure. And I'm going to keep talking to you guys because then the focus isn't on him. We already had a really big first step where he took a treat. That's huge because fear does just wild things to all of us. And he's so emaciated that he has to come out of this fear state because it's not eating. He'll just continue to spiral and get worse. And a lot of dogs in rescue that are in this space, like this condition, this emaciated, sometimes they don't make it health-wise. The fact that this guy's in the shelter, and that's probably a better situation for him right now. A lot of you say, is this something I can do or I want to do this? And you can. Like, you can do what I'm doing. How I got started is I just started volunteering at rescues and shelters. I want to talk a little bit more about this once we get to know him a little bit more and he gets a little more comfortable. Oh. Okay. Replay that interaction right there. He's not a treat taker. I went in for an open hand, which I usually go in and I give him a little piece of treat like this. Now, your dog at home or a domestic dog that's been loved and given a lot of treats, an open hand treat is great because then they're not going to bite your fingers. When you're in a shelter in an enclosed space where every centimeter or every inch matters and it can create pressure on a dog, I'm willing to risk a little bit of a chomp on my finger so that they take that treat. He is not a treat taker. He has not been given a lot of treats in his life, I would almost guarantee it. And how I know that is because in the way he takes treats. I don't even know if I know how to explain it, but you just know, like your dog at home or a friendly dog, when you give them a treat, even if they're a bad treat taker, you can tell they've had treats before and they've been taught how to take treats, or someone's gone, nit, 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 gentle. Look at this. Look at the boost of confidence. Okay, I'm going to try an open hand. Now watch. For him, this might not work. Yeah, you see, he's going for my thumb. Don't go for my thumb. Go for the treat, buddy. It's not a hot dog. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, stay cool. You can do this like I do. Just get started. And so, you see how just a.
Let me jump in real quick here because it's shocking seeing a dog in this sort of state. And I just want you guys to know that I'm going to cover his adoption fee. And I reached out to Sundays for Dogs. It's a really nutritious dog food that I feed to my dogs, and they are going to cover his food for a year for whoever adopts him. And it makes me really happy because to have a sponsor that cares about him as much as we do, it's just awesome. And I twisted their arm too, and they're going to give all you guys 60% off for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, a special. I've never seen that before. So let's support the companies that are supporting us. Just go to rockykanaka.com/Sundays and use code Rocky60 to get it for your dog.
There's a treat under the camera that he wants. Hi, buddy. He's probably just so hungry. Oh, you guys see that though? Hi, buddy. Whatever you've been through, hi. Whatever you have been through, I am sorry. You did not deserve this. Hi. Look at you coming around. Hi, can I make eye contact with you? Hi. See how I create a little space there? Let's find out his story. Yeah, this is good. I want him checking me out. See, that's really good. Alexis, what's his story?
So he was found running around a Chick-fil-A by a Good Samaritan.
Probably hungry.
Yeah. They're trying to make contact with an owner.
Wait, so we have a microchip?
Yes.
Do we know much info on that microchip, or?
We do have a phone number.
The reason Alexis is being a little hesitant, I'll fill in the blanks here. So, by the way, what's awesome about Alexis is we kind of team up because we just go kennel to kennel, and we're on this discovery and learning journey together. And that's why I thought I'd bring you guys along. It still feels a little silly, I'll be honest, because like this is just sitting with dogs is awesome, and so to have the whole world in here with us, I don't know, it's different, but it's fun. And I really like bringing you guys along. But so she's looking into the shelter system. They do have an owner, and so he is owner known. Now, what happens in this situation is there's obviously something off with him. And so the owner can't just come pick him up. You know, it doesn't work that way. Like there has to be a major discussion, a potential education. You know, this could easily border on neglect. I won't get into too many of the details because it's just not my department. I'm not animal control, and I reserve those opinions for the experts. I'll say this, as hard as it is, most of the time, the right situation is reuniting the family with their dog. When a dog is this emaciated, obviously, there's a lot more going on and there's a problem. Sometimes if a dog's hungry, it's because the family can't afford the food or there's a lack of education. But this is really bad. He is. Honestly, I don't know how he's still here. But he's really cute. And the good thing is, from here moving forward, he's going to be okay. And we're going to make sure of it. Should we move into the positive affirmations? You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Hi. You're a good boy. Who's a good boy? Are you a good boy? Is there a little tail wag there? Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Anyone tell you that before? You're a good boy. You're handsome. You deserve more. From here on out, you are not going to go hungry. You're going to get more treats than any dog I've ever met in my whole life until they come in and they say, he is overweight. What are you doing? And then we'll cut back a little bit, okay? We're going to make sure of that. Hi. You're a good boy. Oh, I would love to get him on like just an amazing diet and just see him become who he was always meant to be. Because he's two, right? Is that?
Yeah, he's pretty young. He's between 2 and 3.
He's 2 and 3. So if we can get him back on track now, like he's still got his whole life in front of him. Dobermans, I think they have a life expectancy of like 10 to 12 years. I'm not a Doberman expert, so yeah. Let me just say that too. I am not an expert. If you're watching this, like, I know a lot about dogs, but I am not a certified behaviorist or trainer. I just want to help dogs as much as I can. And I don't think I'll ever label myself as an expert. Sometimes I guess I call myself a pet expert, but what I'm trying to say is like, I'm always learning. And I'm going to make mistakes. Every time I sit with a dog, I make mistakes. I learn new things, or even stuff I know I make mistakes, and I have to remind myself of that. Does he have a name?
He does, actually.
Oh, previous? Oh, yeah, because we know, huh?
Yes, it's not on his kennel card right now, but he does have a name. This dog's name is Bear.
Okay, let me try it. Let me see if he knows his name. You're a good boy, Bear. You're a good boy, Bear. Bear. You're a good boy. Bear. 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 Does that ring a bell, buddy? You're a good boy, Bear. Hi, Bear. You're a good boy. Hi. Hi, buddy. Bear. You're a good boy. It's going to be okay from here, I promise. We're going to get you from here. You will not go without a full belly. We're going to have a full belly. We're going to work to get you a full heart. Yeah. You got a full team here that really loves you and is going to make sure you're okay. And you have a full audience here that hopefully is falling in love with you as much as I am. I hope it's coming across to you the way it is with me here, where like I'm getting chill. Look, like I'm getting chill sitting with him because he's so amazing, and what he's had to endure when likely all he wants to give is unconditional love is just so frustrating. I'm just glad you found your way to Chick-fil-A so somebody could find you and get you here. It'd be fun. If I adopted him, the first thing I would do is go get him some Chick-fil-A. Don't do that, by the way. You probably could though. He needs the weight. Yeah, I love him. I see it's never starting to work. It's so funny. He smells it, but he won't look at me. He's still got like major awkwardness, behavioral awkwardness, because he doesn't know how to act. He probably didn't know how to be a dog. There you go. There you go. Okay, that was really cool. So you see how he stepped back to get behind me to have the confidence to take the treat, because he's not, obviously he's not an alpha dog, and he's looking for leadership and guidance. So he wouldn't just look at me and lean over and take the treat. He went back behind me. Hi. Just so you know, he is like the width of my hand.
So I thought I would point out that mark on his nose. It looks to me like it could be kennel nose, which is something shelter staff use.
Wait, how long? Because how long has he been in here?
He's been in here for less than a week, but
a few days.
It's been a few days, but it's the stress, the anxiety. They can rub their nose over and over on their blankets or pawing at their face because they're just stressed.
Yeah. Alexis is right. That makes sense. I was thinking he just got in here, but but he's been here for a few days, so he gets what's called kennel nose. And it's almost, I'd say I'd relate it closest to rug burn, usually on their blankets, because the stress just builds up. And so it's kind of that natural instinct, like if they were bearing a bone, or just, in his case, probably wants to dig himself into a hole and disappear. That's probably what that's from. What I'll try to get, if he's comfortable with me here in a minute, is he's got ear issues too. It looks like he was left outside because whether flies were biting on him or he's just got skin conditions. He looks in the camera, he looks really pretty, like a kind of a golden brown. But when you look up close at his skin, it's in really bad condition, which is understandable because he hasn't had the nutrients that his body needs to support a healthy anything. Hi. You gonna check everything out? So he's owner known. He's been here for 4 days, we think.
Yes.
So we've got about 6 more days, or, if they contact the owner, a lot of times in this situation, they'll get the owner to release the dog sooner so we can start the rehabilitation journey. You are, by the way, you are the prettiest skinny dog I've ever seen in my life. You're like a supermodel. Look at you. Your pretty long legs, your pretty eyes. All the stress from the shelter comes from the surroundings. Like if you can hear that other dog barking, immediately like sends them back into a stressed state. That's just hard. It's hard when a dog's trying to heal and rehabilitate. So hopefully, if he is released, then he can go into, be adopted or potentially even a foster situation. A lot of you have been asking, like, how can I help? How can I do this? How can I be a part of this? Well, if you want to help on our channel and you want to contribute, becoming a monthly member, like, it really helps because it allows us to continue to do this, and it's a safe space. So updates go out there first. The reason I do that is sometimes updates change. Maybe a dog gets adopted, return the next day, so it's a safe space until I'm comfortable to share the information wide. A lot of times people are like, give me the updates. I want the updates. It's been 2 or 3 days, but it just takes time sometimes. But yeah, so hit the join button, become a member if you want. And I guess the question I'll leave up to you guys is, what do you think? Is there a compassion and education opportunity here with the previous owner? Or is it absolutely not, hands down? Look at this guy. Absolutely not, hands down. They get no shot. I will tell you this, he's finding the tree. The good thing is he's workable. You can really work with him because he's treat motivated. And that is one of the best gateways into helping these dogs, is being able to use treats to help them gain confidence, guidance, training. But yeah, I'm going to leave that question to you guys. And one of the best ways you can help is by sharing this, because he's going to need a home. Let's say he is reunited with the owner and that's worked out. Okay. But he's going to need a home or a foster. And if you share this, you never know when that share will be the share that is actually the one that gets him adopted. It's pretty wild, like how many of you have been coming to the shelter, even from 4 hours away, driving to the shelter to adopt a dog. It means so much to me. Like, it's so neat. Yeah. And I say, if you want to do this, if you want to get started, if you want to do this with me, go to a rescue shelter. They may not have sitting with dogs, but you can walk dogs, you can read to dogs, you can help clean, and you just learn. Like, you don't have to be a pro. You just have to want to help, and there is an opportunity, because shelters, that looks weird, because shelters need you more than anything. And he doesn't have his camera work down yet. Alexis, what am I missing?
I think you covered pretty much everything. He's just going to need somebody who, if he ends up not going back to his owners, he needs somebody who is going to be understanding of his condition and work with him and get him up to full health again the right way. So they just need to be educated on that before they adopt.
I think that's a good point. if you want to adopt him, it's likely not a situation where this would be your first dog. Maybe you've adopted a dog before, or you have a dog and you want to take the opportunity to just kind of go deeper and work harder to help a dog that really needs it. This is the hardest part, is like leaving. But we're going to come back and check on you, okay? It's going to be okay. Okay? I'll keep everyone updated. And leave him a comment of encouragement. Like, he knows, he can feel it. Bear. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think he noticed his name? Looks anything but like a bear.
All right, we're going to get this guy taken care of. No calls or emails to the shelter, please. We do not want to overwhelm them. If you live close by and you want to stop down and put a hold on him, please do so. You can be the first in line to adopt him. I'll link all his information in the description. And I'm going to cover the adoption fee. And remember, Sundays is going to feed him for a year. Let me tell you why I think they're so fantastic. Zoe is 15 and a half. Now, normally I wouldn't tell a gal's age, but I mention it because she's become really picky in her older years. But we really started struggling with her diet about a year ago, because every month, what happened? You started getting less and less interested in your food. We tried just about everything, and then we came across Sundays for dogs. A lot of fancy dog food companies give you a lot of fancy marketing speak, and I know you just need a dog food you can trust. And let me tell you, it's the dog food that's in our cupboard that we're feeding to our dogs. I have an exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal for you guys. I had to twist their arm to do this, but they're going to do 60% off. So go down, use code Rocky60. And do it quick, because it won't be around for long. Sundays, their food is human grade from start to finish. When you flip over the bag of Sundays and read the ingredients, they have a short list of ingredients that you can actually pronounce. Air dried, it holds all the nutrients and the moisture, and it eliminates the mess. Let's talk about Kobe. He's a special needs dog. Basically, only half of his heart works, so he's got a really high metabolism. So it is imperative that he eats his food, and a lot of it. It's gotta be tasty, and Sundays fits that bill. He scarfs it down. I can't say enough good things about Sundays for dogs. I'm gonna put the link down below so you can just click it. And thank you, Sundays, for sponsoring this video. It helps me continue to do what I'm doing and helping dogs.